It's gonna take me a little bit of time to remember that we are in the year 2023. I'll work it into my brain. If it won't take too long. I'm watching the video by Coop, you know, the Nerf guy. I agree with him on many of the points he's saying in his 2022 wrap up. Like, Elite 2.0 sucks except for like one gun in my opinion, and it's this. Everybody unanimously agrees this gun right here is the best 2.0 gun. It doesn't feel as cheap as the other ones do. And it's actually, if this thing had double the velocity it had, I would actually use darts. And so you can actually see that I've actually transitioned into a rival user. But this thing is bullpup, which I've always wanted a bullpup Nerf gun. And it's got a shotgun. It's literally something straight out of Just Cause 4. But other than that, Elite 2.0 sucks. If I got an Elite 2.0 for Christmas, I would actually be crying. And you might be saying, oh, you're spoiled. Well, maybe I am. But I don't want a gun that literally has no function. It doesn't do anything. I mean, my God, man. Elite 2.0 is just ass. I want to collect all the Nerf rifle blasters, and that would be way cheaper than collecting all the dart blasters. I don't want to collect 2.0. No, I don't want them. They're not good. Until Nerf, here's one thing I really want from Nerf, okay? Listen. Enough of this 70 FPS bullshit, okay? Right now, I'm spoiled, okay? I'm now spoiled to high velocities. You're like the realm of 70 feet per second in Nerf, it's just not gonna last, okay? See that? No, there's like a Nerf gun back there, you can't see it. What's it called? So, like, let's say, I want to judge. Okay, this is, you see this? Right here? Centurion, right? This thing is about $60 to $70, okay? 70 bucks for Centurion. This thing shoots about 60 feet per second, okay? Holds about 6 rounds. Here is a Dart Zone Max. This thing shoots at 135 feet per second, so more than double of the other one, and it costs $65. The same price, but this gun literally, it shoots way further. If I'm actually probably gonna main this gun. I'm probably gonna go buy like an actual firearm stock for this gun. I love this gun so much, I ripped the scope off my other gun and I put it on this one. I love the Striker. I haven't even used it in Nerf battle. I love it. It's a little bit cheap feeling. It feels a little bit cheap, but you know. Who cares? I don't like buying off-brand Nerf guns, okay? And you know you got me all messed up when I buy Dart Zone, okay? I didn't really want to buy Dart Zone, but now I'm starting to like the brand. Nerf, get your shit together. This 60 feet per second, like Nerf gun stuff, it cannot last, okay? That gun back there costs the same price, okay? I would rather snipe with that one than snipe with a Centurion. Why would I wait like half a second or a second for that dart to go across the room when I could just hit somebody within half a second? And please, stop the stupid do not modify our guns BS, okay? You don't... No matter what you do, we're gonna modify our Nerf guns, okay? Now, people that put like tacks in the Nerf guns and shoot at other people, screw those people. Those people don't represent our hobby. But actual cool Nerf mods, yeah, they do. So please, straighten up, because it's sad. I want Nerf to succeed, and it hurts me. And it hurts me when they don't. It sucks. They need to get their shit together, and they need to get their shit together right TF now. If they do not get up, and they do not, you know, if they don't start making good Nerf guns again, they're going to eat the dust to companies like Dart Zone or, God forbid, or, what's it called? Venture Force. One of my biggest complaints about Nerf guns is that, my god, they are expensive, okay? Why are they expensive? I don't get it. They're toy blasters. The thing is that toy blasters, they're not just toys, but they're like a sport, okay? I treat Nerf blasting kind of like a sport. I want to go in, I want to hold a blaster that's gonna let me be able to do something. Because I could, let's go, like rifle, that's why I choose rifle. If somebody tried to storm in to an open field, right, or an open room with their dart blaster, I would put them in their place with my Prometheus or my Kronos. But someone could put me in my place with a freaking Prometheus, not Prometheus, but like a Dart Zone Max Pro. They need to step up their game because I'm not impressed. Please, continue Elite... No, not... No. Please, stop Elite 2.0, okay? Because Elite normally it's really good. I actually would almost buy a Hyper Fire. I loved the Hyper Fire. That gun was fun to use. And I destroyed one on accident. But please, Nerf, get it together. I'm gonna watch the video. I'll watch it.
2022. This is a new annual series that will be replacing my Q&A series. This is a subjective highlight reel of what's happened in the foam flinging world for 2022, mostly emphasizing the stuff that I have talked about or I've experienced on my channel. This is subjective. This is by no means a comprehensive coverage of every single thing that's happened this year. Table of contents, feel free to jump through if one chapter starts to bore you. Notable releases showcased on the channel this year, trends with major brands that I've observed, changes in the attitude or perspective of nerfers or foam flingers, moving forward, my predictions of trends and stuff that might happen in the next few years, a wish list of specific products that I want to exist, and ending with a reflection on my Coop772 channel itself. So let's begin with notable releases that have been showcased on my YouTube channel this year. First, the Worker Swift. This is notable specifically for that prime action. Considering how hard it's able to shoot with the right spring, that prime action is very easy to prime back. It's a very long prime action, and they're sort of lowering the air speed and increasing the air volume to get the same velocity. It's not really better or worse than a shorter priming action, but it's definitely worth noting. Next, the Worker Phoenix 2.0. Because of the adjustable rate of fire dial. This is awesome. You don't have
Why can't we have more of that?
It's difficult at all. You just turn the dial. It's so simple and accessible. You can just reach it right on the outside. Way to go, Phoenix 2.0. Next, the 3D printed Woozy. I don't think this blaster launched this year. I think I just reviewed it this year. But this is notable because of the insanely fast rate of fire, 50 rounds a second. I actually don't recommend you buy that version. You can get a slower rate of fire version, which I'd recommend. But boy, it is fun to shoot 50 rounds a second. It's amazing. Next, the Zink 2.0, mostly because of how realistic and comfortable the frame is. Reminds me a lot of the SIG P320. Having the magazine spring eject out of it adds to the tactics, man. It's really fun to reload that one. Next, the Nerf Moto Blitz. This is a comfortable ergonomic.
I love the Moto Blitz. I want to mod it.
Shotgun. Shell lines are nice. The integration is solid, and having an air tank shotgun.
Can we please have more things like the Moto Blitz, please?
Up to about 100 FPS to be somewhat competitive. And
yes.
A unified paint job would be good. And with some modification to the barrel, you don't have to shoot elite darts. You could shoot multiple short darts per barrel. Am I foreshadowing for a mod video for 23? Yes, I am. But the Nerf Moto Blitz is probably my favorite Nerf blaster launched for the year 2022.
Yeah, I love the Moto Blitz.
I chose this for its high rate of fire. Compared to the Woozy, it's not fast at all. But compared to other unmodified Nerf guns, it has a pretty quick rate of fire. Granted, it's not super practical because it only has 12-round magazines, and I still can't find those mags sold separately. You don't want a high rate of fire blaster with a 12-round mag when you can only have 2 mags. That doesn't make for a good primary. Impractical, but still pretty cool. Next, the Dart Zone Tomcat. This is worth noting because of the really cool cylinder system. They took the same loading system they used in the Dart Zone Tomahawk and then downsized it for half-length darts. This is cool because it has a 50-round capacity, which I believe is the highest capacity half-dart blaster on the market. And you can quick swap the cylinders, so you can carry multiple cylinders and switch them out, sort of like magazines. Very cool innovation. Way to go, Dart Zone. Next, the Nerf Limited Halo Needler. Prop. As a prop toy, this thing is gorgeous. It looks amazing. The lights are incredible. The cosmetics are just perfect. However, shooting it's not super fun. The grip is kind of uncomfortable. The rate of fire is pretty bad. The performance by today's standards is pretty bad. It's also kind of annoying to load up. But if you don't shoot it, you just want to look at it. Oh yeah, baby. It's a great prop. Cosmetically speaking, I think that's my favorite blaster of 2022, even though now that I'm done with the review, I'm not going to shoot it anymore. But I do keep it in my office and turn it on when I want it to look cool. Next, the 3D printed Slab. This is notable because it's an incredible passion project. It's a lever action blaster which gives you that emotional response, yet it shoots hard and it's very accurate. It's a great pairing of that emotional, fun, lighthearted vibe with raw performance. Using standard Talon mags and standard half darts, none of this proprietary crap, it's super fun to use. I hope there's more stuff like this in the future. 3D printing technology makes that possible. And last notable release for 22 is the Game Face Tryon. Why? Tactics, bro. Pump action, slam fire enabled at 200 FPS. What a beautiful performer. Spring spacer so you can change from 140 to 200 FPS very quickly without tools. In-lock, Picatinny, freaking tactics, bro. And an amazing feature of this blaster that I forgot to put in the review. I'm sorry, bros. When you take off the stock, it reveals a mil-spec buffer tube so you can put on an adjustable airsoft stock.
It's an AR-15 buffer tube.
So you can put on standard Magpul parts.
That's exactly what the Striker has.
With whatever grip you want, with whatever vertical grip you want. All of the important parts that you want to customize to your body type, to your hand size, you can. I'm sorry I didn't mention that in my review, bros. It's a huge selling feature. Tactics, bro. The Game Face Tryon is my MVP blaster for 2022. It's by far my favorite launch of the year. It's actually not technically out yet, so it'll be a 23 thing, but I talked about it on my channel in 22. The rules of this series are going to get a little blurred. Time is an illusion, man. The Gregorian calendar is an arbitrary system of control. How dare you say the year ends here? Who made you boss? Florida man loses his mind on camera. Oh dear. Ah! So that's it for the notable releases for 2022. Now getting to trends and the major brands. These are my personal subjective things that I've been paying attention to. I by no means speak for the whole community or these brands. First covering Nerf. In my opinion, Elite 2.0 is pretty much trash except for the Moto Blitz.
It is. The Moto Blitz is pretty cool.
In my opinion, Elite 2.0
if the Moto Blitz shot at like 100 FPS or 120 FPS, it'd low-key be one of the best dart blasters ever. Because it's non-auto fire, which if the Moto Blitz could do auto fire at least like 8 rounds per second, had a bigger round, had a bigger magazine that would be easier to reload, and it shot at like double or triple its velocity, it'd be the best one on the market. Nerf, whoever you let design the Moto Blitz, get them back on Nerf guns, okay? Because the Moto Blitz, if we thought more like the person who did the Moto Blitz, I think Nerf would be the dominant, company of foam blasters in the future, and years to come.
Flop. They're still releasing more and more, but nobody likes them, so I don't know why they keep
Yeah, no kidding. Nobody cares. Why are you feeding us dog crap?
But who's Who the F cares about Ultra? Who's actually shooting Ultra Blasters? They're not fun to use.
No kidding, Ultra Blasters. Dude, I've lost at least 2 of the darts. The problem I have with, Ultra Blasters is that the darts, okay? The darts, they're unique, okay? What's it called? You see this dart? I can use this in Adventure Force, X-Shot, Nerf blasters, darts. I can use these little darts on almost every blaster. You can't use the little black darts for crap, dude. And that sucks. It really does. Stupid little darts.
Those dang darts, they fall around when you step on them barefoot. It hurts. Normal darts, half darts, rival rounds, you can step and then walk away and they bounce right back. It's fine. It doesn't hurt your foot. It freaking hurts to step on Ultra darts. I don't like using them indoors. So I think they're wasting too many resources on Ultra. They kind of have to. Their marketing push was big and expensive. So the accountants are like, oh, we need to sell this many units to justify the marketing. Yeah, Ultra just needs to die. Whatever. I don't get it. Next, nothing really great in Rival or Tactics in general. Rival hasn't been evolved. They came out with a Pathfinder early this year. Nobody really cared. They haven't really pushed the competitive Rival scene. I think they were trying to replace Rival with Hyper and now the Gel Blasters. I think that's dumb. Hyper is just icky. I'm not into that.
I don't like Hyper.
They're rubbery. They collect cat hair. Like, I constantly have to wash my hands when I'm playing with Hyper rounds. It's just gross. Like, I don't like that sensation. I prefer Rival rounds. And a serious lack of tactics from Nerf. Modulus appears to be dead. So, bummer. So they appear to be leaning really heavily into the Nerf limited series, like the Mandalorian Blaster.
Please, stop it. Do not become like Fortnite. Yes, I know maybe your options of blasters are starting to slowly run out, but please don't be like Fortnite and just spam, like, cross-in. I love the game Minecraft. I mean, look. Seriously, wow, you went back home fast. God. Anyway. I love Minecraft, okay, but I will not. I refuse to take a Minecraft Nerf blaster in the battle. They're not tactical. They're not, modular. You can't modify them good in terms of, Nerf mod.
7.00.
Nice. Like, you can't put a Nerf barrel on a Minecraft blaster, and the ergonomics are crap. Like, you can barely even handle them. Like, honestly. Nerf, my biggest one, I want a hopper-fed rival, maybe like a rival shotgun, or a rival single shot a lever action single shot rifle that is hopper-fed. Like a rival gun. Please, please, if it's possible, just make that. I will buy it. I will buy it if it's $300. Please. I will kill for that type of gun. I want a hopper-fed single-shot gun that's lever action. Because if you don't know anything, in Nerf, lever action is few and far between. I would love a good... If they made a rival lever action that didn't have to be modded, it'd be so good. Let me keep going.
Impulse Blaster, and they have a few planned for next year. Star Trek Blaster and this League of Legends Blaster. So they're trying to make super fancy Nerf blasters for people that aren't into Nerf blasters.
Please, I don't care.
From 30 years ago that no young person can remember, talking about aliens. Here, buy a Nerf blaster. Give me your money. I am interested in Nerf Limited because it's a unique application of cosmetics.
Dude, the Mandalorian blaster from Nerf was complete trash. They literally drew Sharpie on it for production. Sharpie!
Wasting their engineers and designers on this crap instead of tactics in Rival. And they're still pushing Dungeons and Dragons, Roblox, Minecraft, and Fortnite crap. Nerfers don't care, but again, they're trying to get Nerf blasters into the hands of people that don't use Nerf blasters. They've all but forgotten the people that just only care about Nerf blasters and don't care about the video games. I get the need to expand and to try to get Nerf blasters into new hands, but you can't alienate your core, audience. That's BS, man. They just don't care. They're just constantly slapping us in the face with design decisions and all this garbage. So the trend of Nerf is just meh. I don't know anybody who has a higher opinion of Nerf this year than they did 2 years ago. I think the majority of us who are paying attention are just like, come on, Nerf, get your shit together. But that's the general trend for Nerf. Now on to Dart Zone. Dart Zone is innovating. They're giving us more stuff that we've been asking for. The Mark 2.1 is a pretty cool continuation of the Mark
Dart Zone, please.
Type of holster in a different alternative.
Keep going, Dart
I
Zone.
prefer the Mark 2 over the 2.1, but use either one. They're both pretty good. The Tomcat was a super cool innovation. They took the Tomahawk's loading system and downsized it for half darts. That's super rad. The Deuce Pro giving, again, more pistol options, so now we have a bunch of different options. We have the Mark III representing flywheel 150 FPS. We have a few different Springer primaries at that velocity. We have a bunch of different pistols at that velocity. They're really building out their collection so you can get whatever you want. You're not stuck to just one thing because it's the only thing that shoots 150 FPS. So like flooding the market, so now you can use a Mark II, Mark 2.1, the Deuce Pro, whatever pistol you want. And in general, they're responding to what we like, what we're asking for, our opinion.
Exactly.
We respect the people they're selling products to. Yo, Nerf, take notes. And they're giving us more tactics and excellent performance. Adjustable stocks, different types of stocks that are all compatible, and a bunch of different attachments. That's what we want, and that's what they're giving us. Way to go, Dart Zone. They've been really nailing it the last few years. In 2022, they didn't seem to let up at all. I'm excited to see what Dart Zone does for 23. So those are my observed trends with the major brands right now. That's just Nerf and Dart Zone. Now a few changes in attitude and just general perspective of Nerfers. Again, just my subjective opinion. First, I think most of us can say Hasbro can suck it.
Yeah.
We are so disappointed in you. But seriously, I do think there is hope. So just bear with me while I give you a hypothetical. Pretend we're 10 years in the future from now. The year is 2032. Option 1. When we talk about Nerf, we say, wow, remember Nerf? They started this awesome hobby. Too bad they didn't survive. Dart Zone, Worker, and maybe other companies that we haven't heard of yet are totally stomping it in this realm. But thanks, Nerf, for starting this awesome hobby. I'm sorry you couldn't hack it during the 2020s and we just abandoned you to move on to people who actually showed us respect as consumers. That is a very real possibility, and given their trajectory in the last few years, it is not unrealistic. But hear me out. We're still 10 years in the future. Option 2. Remember Nerf in their weird phase after COVID? They went through a few years of just making some garbage and really not showing us respect. But man, remember they fired some of those sociopathic accountants who had no passion for our hobby at all? They gave more power and autonomy to their designers and engineers and the people who have passion for flinging foam? Yeah, man, then they just swung their company around in the middle of the 2020s. Good for them. We all have those awkward phases where we try some stuff, it doesn't work, we try some other stuff. Maybe this is just a phase for Nerf. Crossing my fingers, because really Nerf has excellent manufacturing standards, generally, except for Elite 2.0.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
can really compete if they turn it around and show a little bit more respect and give us what we want, instead of just ignoring their core audience and just trying to get new people to buy Nerf guns. So I think those are two potential roads for 10 years in the future. Which do you think is going to come true? Leave a comment in the section below. Moving on, in general changes and perspective shifts in this year. 150 FPS and half-dart firing blasters are normalizing. A few years ago, a lot of people were pushing back saying, no, that shoots
Can
too
we
hard.
please-
I really think people are seeing the merit.
Again,
Clinkers
can we
and targets
please just get rid of the stupid 60 FPS standard? Stop. Nobody, no, sorry. Nobody cares about 60 feet per second Nerf guns. If somebody walked into my battlefield, okay, I'm gonna have like probably if I get my faction ready, I'm probably gonna have soldiers decked with rival guns, okay? Even if it's as simple as a takedown, they're gonna be going into the battlefield with like probably takedowns, and they're gonna shoot at least what, almost 80% faster than dart guns. If you were trying to attack my boys with rival guns, you would be utterly destroyed unless you were close range and you got like, you know, the ability to sneak up on them. Honestly though, but I think one thing I really wish for, they need to extend, you know, the technology of hopper fed blasters. I love hopper fed. However, the problem with hopper fed, like for example, I kind of have some firing issues with my, you know, my, I can't remember, my, Nemesis. It kind of like slows down, even on a full charge, and I kind of get jammed. My Prometheus, I love it, although it just runs out of ammo. If there's a better collection system, I would actually have it. They should actually make something that you can wear on your back that you can suck up Nerf balls and put them into a container. If they did that, I'd actually buy that. Like a vacuum.
These blasters are becoming more and more normal. Next, 70 FPS is just too slow. That's no
It
longer
is.
normal. 85 FPS is the new 70. Like my hairstylist tells me, gray is the new black. don't really know what that means. But I'm pretty sure it's similar. 85 is the new 70. I should not be talking about fashion under any circumstances. Since more and more of us are exposed to these 150 FPS and 200 FPS.
I'm spoiled now. I love 100 FPS.
Dart Zone is normalizing 80 to 90 FPS primaries. And if Dart Zone keeps pumping out more and more, flooding the market with more and more high performance blasters, the 70 FPS par is no longer going to be par. And those are the major changes and attitudes that I've seen for this year. And now moving forward, my personal subjective predictions of what's going to come in the future. First, I think dedicated half-dart flared magwells are going to be the norm for 150 FPS blasters. It's really cool that the Nexus Pro can use full-length and half-length darts without mods. However, who's shooting full-length darts at 150 FPS in 2022? Initially, it was cool because you didn't have to buy all the new darts, so you buy that and then transition into half-darts. And now that so many of us have tons of darts, tons of mags, and are gear to load them, we don't really need those tweener blasters. And as I discussed in my try-on review, the dedicated half-dart magwell is just superior to the adapter. So I want that to be normalized. I want blasters shooting 150 FPS to not even care about full-length darts, just fully optimize around the half-dart. I think it'll give us a better product. Next, I'm hoping for adjustable grips. In the real steel world, we have adjustable back straps for different finger lengths, because having a good grip on your blaster is like a big deal, especially when you're on it for hours and hours for a long
and you're sweating.
You fit a smaller hand if you're like 15, but then me, I have long fingers. I'd want the Super XL big girthy grip. We already have adjustable stocks. We already have replaceable barrels. We want more customization, and I think moving forward, that's what we're going to get. Next, adjustable rate of fire dial should be the norm on everything that's full auto.
Please! I love the Perseus, but here's what. Okay, I know it's expensive. Okay, can we please have a Nerf gun like a rifle that's hopper fed that can do burst? You know what? Okay, I know it's complex. I've never seen a Nerf gun that has done bursts before, okay? Even if it was 2 bursts, I'm not like actually the rough cut. Yeah, the rough cut does 2 bursts. But if we had a magazine fed Nerf gun that could do bursts, I think that would make you a lot of money, Nerf. Take some notes.
Cool.
I think what you should do, Nerf, you should actually post a video, what gun do you guys want? And if you filled that list, you would make hella money, honestly.
How easily you can do it. It's just awesome. And I also think it would be cool to have an adjustable dial that is just as simple to use for chrono velocity. So if I'm shooting a half-dart flywheeler, I could shoot at 150 FPS and then crank it down to like 95 FPS and stomp a stock war. I think adjustability is the future. I think it would be really cool if we could build our whole loadout and dart collection off of one blaster and then adjust it to different velocities. Next, I think we're going to have different options in our prime weight and smoothness. I mentioned the Worker Swift having a longer than average stroke, but because of that, you can prime back a super strong spring relatively easily. And it's not a big deal. Like, I'm not a weak person. I don't care. But when you're shooting it hundreds and hundreds of times, that does make a difference at the end of the day. And I think having more options is a good thing. It extends the length of the draw. Like, there are cons to the Worker Swift because it's so long and big. And it's not going to be for everyone. I don't think it's really necessary if you're shooting only 150 FPS. But if you're shooting 200 FPS, especially if you're exceeding 200 FPS, that's a big deal and it makes a difference. Yeah, so I'm talking about really subtle stuff. Prime stroke, like that's it. That's what we're complaining about in 22. Because we have so many awesome options. We have the Mark III, flywheel 100 FPS. We have all these pistols, all these springers. It's not like, oh, if you don't mod and you want 150 FPS blaster, go buy a Nexus Pro because that's the only one on the market. Now we have all sorts of them, and that's awesome. So I think the future is more nuance and more customization and more focused on each of the blasters. Meaning, not everyone's going to want a Worker Swift, but some people who want to have that high power but they don't have big arms, they could do that. More options will bring in more nerfers with different body types, which is cool. And last, I hope we can normalize custom wacky 3D printed blasters like the Slab.
Yes.
Now, the Slab might not work as an injection molded blaster. I'm not sure enough people are going to buy it. With a lot of injection molded manufacturing, you have a limited quantity, like you have to buy 10,000 of them for the factory to build it for you. With 3D printing, even if you're only going to sell 300 of them, you can still sell 300 of them. And it can be super customized. Most injection molded things in the market have to match like a huge audience. And that's so they can sell off their minimum order. Like, it makes sense. But with 3D printing, you don't have to appeal to the masses. You can manufacture something really cool that you know are only like 300 people on the planet are even interested in. And that's super cool. So I hope to see more of that moving forward. Next chapter, my wish list. This is my specific wish list of particular products that I want to exist. And the point of saying this is I hope somebody's listening who has the power to make this. Make it and I'll review it on my channel. First, a Dart Zone Mark III with the frame of a Nexus Pro or a Tryon. The Dart Zone Mark III's drivetrain is a mechanical semi-auto system paired with an electronic full auto system, which is really awesome, but the ergonomics ergonomics of the Mark III are kind of wonky. It's top-heavy, it's chonky, it's just weird. I want that drivetrain and something more classic in ergonomics like the Nexus Pro or the Tryon, with a dedicated half-dart flared magwell, full ambi, nice flappy paddle magazine release, adjustable stock, and some tactical rails, maybe M-LOK, that sort of stuff. What I'm describing is very similar to the 3D printed Griffin, and I will be reviewing that here in the next month or two. But that's 3D printed. I want this in injection molded because it's smoother and easier to paint. That is wish number 1. Now wish number 2. A full electric semi-auto pistol that's very similar to the Nightingale, but just a little bit smaller and hopefully with a dedicated holster. The Nightingale is just a little too big and would require some grinding to get that to smoothly go into a holster. It would have to include a really small low-capacity magazine to have the same form factors like the Mark II or the Mark 2.1. So very small and be intended as an emergency backup, not only to get back to shooting with my blaster, just an emergency blaster. But with my Mark II, I can pull it out, and if I'm holding my blaster, if I'm doing something with my left hand, I can only take one shot before I have to prime it. So this idea is like a Nightingale, but smaller, with like a 6-round mag, so I can pull it out and shoot a few shots in a row. Not many people would buy that, but I would. Next, essentially a Dart Zone Rapid Strike with standard classic ergonomics. The Vulcanator is cool, it shoots hard, but the dual mag system is just so wacky, I'm never going to use that. I want Dart Zone performance out of something with traditional ergonomics like the Rapid Strike. Hopefully slimmer, sort of like the Turbine. The Rapid Strike is pretty thick by today's standards. I'm asking for too much, a flared magwell that's compatible with my 18-round stick mags. That's pretty important, Dart Zone. Some of your magwells don't work with my 18-round stick mags. Come on, bro. This would be a full-length dart launcher, by the way, to compete in a stock war or a super stock war. And those are my 3 specific wishes for this year. More vague wishes, death to the Elite Dart, normalize accuracy. Nerf,
Yes.
why are you still selling stuff with the Elite Dart? That's such a garbage dart design. Throw it out, destroy the plans, and just switch to AccuStrike as your normal dart. Consumers pick this crap up and they say, wow, why is this so inaccurate? Then they go shoot a Dart Zone blaster, and some ignorant consumers do not associate precision or accuracy with the dart. They blame the blaster. And then they have a bad taste in their mouth from Nerf saying, this is not accurate, I'm gonna shoot Dart Zone. I can't imagine Nerf not being aware of that. They sure have their reasons to do this stupid crap, but they should still stop it. I'm a YouTube kid alone in a room talking to his camera. I know what to do. Hasbro, listen to me. And my last wish is more innovation in Rival. Rival is kind of dead. But I love
Please.
Rival. Lately, I've been shooting half darts for planking and target shooting, but then when I'm shooting with friends, it's almost always Rival. Rival is fun and high performance. It's fairly accurate. The hoppers make it easy to use, so it's very easy to explain how to use it. You hand it to a casual, you say load rounds here, click it shut, make sure it clicks shut, and now you're good to go. They don't have to load mags or be tactical at all. Rival is super fun. And again, high performance without any pain, really close range in my house. So I want more innovation in Rival. I'd like to see a spring primary with a hopper. I know the Curve Shot had one, but that wasn't a standard hopper. That was like a specialized one. I want something like a Prometheus hopper or a Nemesis or a Perseus hopper on a spring pump action blaster with an adjustable stock. There's an issue with the loading consistency, but I'm sure they could solve that. Just take the engineers who are wasting their time on all this ultra crap and get them to build that. They could do it in like a month. But that is it for my wish list for 2022. Next chapter, reflections on the Coop 772 channel, where I've been, my state of mind now, and where I plan to go in the future. Honestly, bros, I've been super flat for a few years. I've had some medical issues, some mental health issues,
Aw.
just going through ruts and ups and downs, as every human will. But I'm super stoked for 23. This will be a year for improvement as a personal human and on my channel. I want to be responsible for the best reviews on the YouTube platform of foam flinging blasters. I've been really static. I haven't pushed myself. I haven't innovated. My review format hasn't changed in like over 2 years. This year, I'm going to change it. I want to add more elements. I want to work harder. But don't worry, I am sticking with reviews. I'm going to add new elements to the review videos, but I'm not going to take anything away. And it'll still be based on really concise, quick cut, really compressed reviews. And the Yo Check This Out series is new. That's not to replace my review procedure. That's just to add new products that I otherwise would not have reviewed. So that's not going to be like all of my reviews because it's way too simple and I don't actually test the products all that well. But they're quicker and easier to bang out. That'll be the video that'll be in addition to my standard weekly upload schedule. And on that note, the Yo Check This Out video, the watch time algorithm is not going to help these videos very much. So they're going to flop. They're not going to perform well, and I'm well aware of that. And the future entertainment videos, I have a few funny skits I want to do, but they're going to be like 2 to 4 minute videos, and the algorithm just throws these out. It doesn't recommend them to anyone. Even if my core audience really digs them and they're funny, a lot of other people are not going to be fed that because the YouTube algorithm feeds what they are making money on, and they make money on longer videos that have more ad breaks. That's why the YouTube trend right now is to take something that you can easily do in 8 minutes and make it an 18-minute video, add a bunch of imaginary drama and BS in the middle to extend that watch time. It's just to make more money. And I'm sick of that. I'm sick of this new YouTube where you see a title and a thumbnail and you're like, oh, okay, if you can talk about that in 5 minutes, I'll watch it. Then you look at the timestamp, 18 minutes? I don't care that much about this topic. Come on, man. I know you can cut that into a 5-minute video. YouTube used to be fun, snappy, short videos that held your attention and you moved on. Now everybody and their mother is trying to abuse the watch time algorithm, dragging content out, talking in excruciating detail. It's annoying. I do detailed reviews, but I do them quickly, so I don't really feel bad. I don't waste time. The irony of rambling about time wasting is I'm wasting your time talking about time wasting. Oh, gosh. So the Yo Check This Out series and other entertaining series I might be doing in the future might actually be damaging to my channel, and because of that, I'm going to try channel memberships next year or in a week or two. So if you want to support the channel, you can subscribe to the membership and pay a few bucks a month if you want to. I'll have a whole video on that once I start that up. I haven't initiated that yet, but that's to be supplemental because I know I'm going to take a hit, but at this point it's like I don't care that much. I want to make this good content and I want YouTube to be good again. So sort of trying to put my money where my mouth is. If it doesn't work or if it completely flops and I'm in financial ruin by the end of 24, I might have to change. But I'll give it a shot. I want to see what happens. And on that note, I am going to try new things for 23. You might not like some of them. You might really like some. If you want to let me know in the comments, that's great. I especially appreciate really specific comments. If you just say, oh, that's a really good video, that's awesome, but I don't know what you liked about the changes. But I'm going to change stuff relatively subtly. I'm going to be rolling new changes out for the next 3 months or so, maybe longer. So some things will work, some things won't, and I'll just figure it out. And as far as the channel evolving goes, I will not be evolving away from foam flinging. I'm not into gel blasters. I get that that's the trend, but no, I don't like those things. I don't get it. I don't want to go outside. I want to shoot this stuff in my house. Nerf for me has mostly been an indoor sport or like a more competitive game, and these gel blasters aren't like competitive. They're just goofy and quirky. I think it's a fad. I think the interest in these things is going to fade in the next few years, but I don't know. But I don't have passion for that. I don't care about it, so I'm not going to learn about all this crap to talk about it in a review. I like flinging foam. I know how to fling foam, so that's where my channel's going to stay. But yeah, overall, I'm super optimistic for 2023. That's pretty much where I intend to go for this year. I'll do another video like this at the end of next year to say what I'm going to do for 24. But that's pretty much my roadmap for the next year or so. And that is it for Foam Flinging Review 2022. Again, this video style will replace my Q&A for this year and moving forward, and mostly so it sticks to foam flinging and it doesn't get too personal. And a lot of the best questions you guys ask aren't questions I can impulsively answer during a Q&A video. So this format allows me to just kind of collect my thoughts. I wrote it all down.
I think he's got physical one.
I want to tell you a story.
I used to believe that Jesus.
The world's strictest parents. Let's go. Turkey.
I don't even notice it. At work, she gets back at 4.
While her mum's out working a night shift, Hannah and her friends use the house to party all night.
The most drunk I've ever been is when I filled up a whole bath of soap. I don't want my house to be known as a doss house for all the teenagers in the town. She doesn't respect my home at all. It doesn't bother her what happens in here.
The party's so loud, one of the neighbours has called Hannah's mum at work.
Everybody sit down and shut up! This is my house! Who's smoking in it? I've been called home by the neighbours. I don't know. Again. Okay, my bad. No, it's not your bad, Hannah. It's not funny. I don't know half of these people. I know all of them. No, I don't care. We're gonna be inside now.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of something.
Despite getting 12 GCSEs, Hannah left school at 16 and now spends all her time partying. Mum Suzanne's had enough.
We argue more than anything else. We very rarely actually talk. Me and Mum have ended up fighting and stuff. And I've given her a black eye before.
Suzanne fell pregnant with Hannah when she was 16.
As a little girl, Hannah was lovely. We always used to
Give me a
have
few
laughs.
minutes. I'm trying to
Just
think
haven't
of a good
done
idea
that
to
for the last few
build.
years. It's just sort of disappeared.
Hannah had no contact with her dad until 3 years ago when he turned up on her 14th birthday. But the relationships faded away.
I used to come and see her every week, sort of once, twice a week, and then it sort of got to, oh, I can't come tonight. I think that's when she sort of started losing her respect for adults, sort of thing, and sort of went off the rails. Mum, can you go to Tesco's, please? What? Alcohol.
You're supposed to be tidying your room.
We're supposed to be going to Tesco's.
Just want her to realise that she can't live her life having somebody follow her around and pick up the pieces all the time.
Richie, come on, up you get.
Oh my God, leave me alone. Go away.
Richie, please.
Idiot.
Go away. I basically think my dad's an...
Come on, Richie, come on, this room stinks.
Yeah, cool.
We know it does. It smells like somebody died in here.
I wanted to get my ears pierced, and then my dad was like, no. So I was like, I'm going to get a big hole in it.
That's Daddy's wee man. That's the picture I have in my heart. The contrast between this and now is shocking. Richie's marked himself for life with that here. Drink the most or smoke the most or do the silliest thing, you know. It's like he doesn't really care about himself.
Richie left school with no qualifications and a bad school record.
Detention. Detention. Detention. Argumentative, confrontational, lazy. What am I? That's my son. That's my son. You know, that's not the son. That's not the son anybody really wants.
They may be in the same house, but with Dad Steve working long hours as a lorry driver, they live more like strangers.
Okay.
So,
Washing machine first, and then you can do whatever you like.
I hate it. I hate living with my dad. We haven't really spent any good times together. Like, well, not that I can remember anyway. When Richie was just 3 years old, Steve walked out on him and his mum.
Of course I blame myself. I cleared off. I was selfish. The damage is caused. Some of that damage is rubbed off on Richie.
Richie's mum couldn't cope on her own. So aged 11, Richie went back to live with his dad. The relationships never recovered.
I want to go back to the start. I want to go back to the beginning and make it better. If I had one prayer for one, I would love to. I want to turn it all around. For Richie and I.
In a desperate bid to salvage their home lives, Richie and Hannah are being sent to live with strict parents under a new regime. And it can't come too soon for Hannah, as things at home have taken a turn for the worse.
My mum didn't want to come because she kicked me out of the house like 2 days ago. I went to work with a hangover the other day, so I lost my job. And so she didn't want me at home.
Okay, next one, cancel for the please.
There you go.
Thank you. Bye.
Spending it on anything you shouldn't be, right?
Bags, booze and weed. Hey. Yeah, not bad, thank you. That's right. I'm bricks. The teens are travelling to Silifke, a small town on Turkey's stunning south coast. It may be a popular holiday destination, but Hannah and Richie won't be hitting the beach. The couple have 2 children, 15-year-old Erdem and 9-year-old Göksu. In Ali and Janan's household, it's clear who rules the roost.
Okay. As I am the head of the house, I expect them to obey the rules, whether we are right or not.
Ali controls everything about his kids, including their diet.
If I won't eat olive, I think my dad gets angry with me.
The couple moved from the bustle of Istanbul to small-town life 12 years ago to devote more time to their family.
Here is a hair, yeah.
My father controls my life every day.
Even 9-year-old Göksu has to pull her weight.
They change our plates, they give us tea, and they are always around us.
Thank you very much.
If I don't do what my father tells me, my father punish me.
I must be strict to my children for their future.
After travelling over 2,000 miles, Hannah and Richie touched down in Turkey.
What?
No. I'm really confused and quite scared. Oh, look, that seat looks so nice as well.
I want it to be a holiday, but I don't think it will.
I don't think it's going to be anything like a holiday. I think it's going to be like a slave labour camp.
They are coming.
Oh.
This is my wife, Jana.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm Richie.
Did you have a nice flight?
No.
No.
It's horrible.
Okay. Shall we go upstairs?
Yeah.
Alright. Merhaba efendim. Hi.
Hey.
You will stay in this room.
Okay.
Hannah,
Yeah?
this is your room. You will stay here.
Okay.
This is the first time I am seeing that stupid looking earring. It looks terrible. I mean, I didn't like that. So I should warn the boy to take it off. Hannah, Richie,
Yeah?
shall we go to the living room?
Yeah.
Before the teens settle in, Ali and Janan want to make a few things clear.
All right. Richie, do you smoke?
No.
Good, very good. Hannah, what about you?
No, I don't smoke.
Very good. I'm really happy. Nobody smokes in this house. Respect is really essential in our society. No shouting without permission. We must see the respect from you. Richie, you look a good guy, but there is only one problem. Earring.
It's not coming out.
Your appearance is really bad at the moment.
Okay, that is
You
kind
had
of an
better
ugly
take it
earring.
off, because you're living under my rule.
Not happening. It's not coming out. Sorry.
Can I have a look at the earring? Is it the earring?
Yeah.
God.
What the hell
It
happened to
looks
his
more
ear?
terrible like that.
Well, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Why did you decide to do this?
Don't know. Just because I was bored.
Just because you are bored? Very good. I got the answer.
Can't just have it now.
Just for a while. Stay like that. Okay?
I think it's ridiculous that you won't let me keep it in, to be fair. Shut the door, please, blood.
Thanks. See you in a minute.
What a wanker. Good, isn't he?
It looks ugly.
I was kind of figured something like that would happen, so I bought a spare just in case.
He looks so strange without this and with this. Janan was affected badly. She can't stand it. It's terrible. I just pity him. And I think we will give it back.
Roll a fag as well. Do you smoke?
No. I was laughing through like the whole thing.
I just didn't tell him I smoked because it'd be easier because he would have like took my fags off me. So I'm just going to try and hide it for a week. I am going out.
What should we ask?
They've been in Ali's house just 2 hours, and Richie's already throwing the new rules out the window.
She's up there like, oh, I feel rude. I was just like in a bit then.
Where's Richie?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Okay, now I'm going to go play in the park. I don't care.
He went out. Huh? Okay. Richie,
Yeah?
come. How old are you?
17.
Good, very good. But you're just behaving as if you are 10. Huh? Can you give me that pocket, please? Cigarette packet.
No, I'm not giving my fags. Don't go through my pockets. Don't go through my pockets.
Yeah, okay, but...
Yeah, but don't go through my pockets.
But you're smelling cigarette.
Yeah, and don't go through my pockets.
But you just told me that.
You
never
tell me
smoke.
you're going to take my fags off me. You're not having my fags.
Richie, where's that?
What's what?
This one.
What? Don't go through my pockets. Don't go through my pockets. I swear down. Don't go through my pockets.
Can you give it to me?
Get off me. Nah, don't go through my pockets.
Just go here.
Get off.
Get off.
Oh, don't. Get off. Get off.
Listen.
Nah, get off me.
Richie.
Don't even talk to me. Nah.
Richie.
Get off me. Get off.
You are in my house.
Yeah? Then I'll go. Get off. Let go of me.
Listen.
What?
Knowing everything.
Yeah, cool, get off.
Accepting
I'm going. Get off me.
Listen. Knowing everything, accepting everything, you are here.
Yeah, get
You
off
know
me.
what I mean?
Yeah, do you want to get off me now?
Just sit here for a while.
No, I'm going. You say go, so I'm going. Get off. What are you doing?
Where are you going?
You say go, so I'm going.
Just told me. Just tell me where you are going.
Going.
Just tell me where you are going.
Going. To the park.
To the park.
Yeah, to
will you,
children's bed.
will you sleep in the park?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where will you sleep?
In the park, whatever.
Richie, come.
No, don't push me.
Richie, I'm not pushing you. Go and sit over there.
So you tell me to go in my room, and then you tell me to go, and then you say you go.
Just sit here.
Oof.
It's too bad. It's too bad. And I'll talk to him again. If he doesn't listen to me, sorry. I can't let him stay here.
Just proper. I'm not gonna get on with him at all.
So strange. Like normally it's me, the one, like getting in trouble, shouting, getting shouted at.
Come closer. Why did you leave so quickly?
Just because you said go, so I was like, alright.
Has anyone told you to leave house before?
Yeah. My dad.
Your dad? Don't you have a good relationship with your dad?
Just don't get on with him. I've left like 2-3 times. I've stayed out for like a year.
Like a year? Yeah. It's too bad for you. Your home life made me unhappy. A 17-year-old boy must have a very good family life. You must be near your dad and your
No kidding,
mom.
man. If you're
You
not,
want
it
to
just
have a good
freaks you
family
up,
life.
bro.
Dunno. I don't really know what it's
Okay.
like, so.
Okay. It's really bad. No. He has some problems, and cigarette is the least important in those problems. For example, family ties. Even if I can't teach him anything, he will see the family ties here. Maybe he will understand.
Ali's decided to return Richie's earplug and concentrate on getting the teens used to a good family life as soon as possible.
Got a head.
Yeah, okay, but don't eat the head.
Oh.
Don't eat the head.
Hello.
Fish.
Sorry,
Ugh.
I shouldn't play with it. Hannah, why did you drop out school?
I had an appointment at the same time as my exam, so I went to my hair appointment rather than my exam.
It's incredible. You might go to hairdresser any time. What your parents say about this?
They didn't like it, but
They didn't like it, but they said okay. They didn't say anything. Interesting.
that's great. I can't eat anymore.
Her attitude was not so good. She looked a little bit disobedient. A girl in her age must attend her school.
It's nearly bedtime, but for Ali, the day's discoveries aren't over.
That picture on your leg, you must wipe it. I didn't realize it was a tattoo. It's really offensive. Don't wear shorts. Never, never, never.
What?
This is the most important point for us.
They are not polite. They always say bad words. I am looking forward to their leaving house.
It's the school holidays in Turkey,
It's already 7:30.
but not in the Voral household.
Good morning. Come around the kitchen and help us.
Ali believes children should work hard all year round.
Now, half an hour later, we will go to 11.
Maybe they should, but you should probably let them be kids.
Yes, and you will do some work. I just want you to see how hard life is.
Do we get paid?
Yes, if you work hard,
Yeah,
you will be
okay.
paid. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mediterranean coast is famous for its citrus farms. To get the lemon grove ready for harvest, the teens have to sweep up the dead leaves for Ali's friend, Farmer Saeed.
Said abi, see you.
The whole grove floor needs to be cleared, and with temperatures exceeding 30 degrees, it's going to be
Celsius.
tough for city kids Richie and Hannah.
Richie,
Yeah.
come on.
That is hot.
Without her mum around to do the work for her, Hannah gets stuck in. But Richie's dragging his heels.
It's boring, that's why I don't want to do it. Like, that's why I'm taking long about it. Like, just longing it out.
Please, you must be hard. Okay?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
You are very slowly. Very slowly.
Because I'm doing a good job. You can't rush a good job. Can I go get my drink? Wherever he's gone.
I did some work, to be fair. I did quite a lot, actually. More than what I thought I was going to do.
Hannah is better than Richie. I am angry because he's lazy.
At the end of their 3-hour shift, Ali comes to pick them up. Farmer Saeed pays Hannah and Erdem 20 Turkish lira, which is around £7. But there's a problem with Richie's pay.
He says you didn't work hard.
Or am I getting like nothing?
I think ödemek istemiyorsun herhalde. Alright. He doesn't want to pay anything.
Work effort equals money.
In the heat, like sweating my balls off for nothing.
Having made his apologies to the farmer, Ali goes after Richie.
He should have talked to me. He should have talked to the farmer. He shouldn't have overreacted. Hi, Richie.
Alright.
How do you feel?
Annoyed.
Here, showing respect is really important.
I was getting nothing for doing what I'd done today, which was bloody hard. But in this heat as well. But I can't stress enough, this heat is hot.
Please apologize to him.
For what?
For overreacting.
What? For working my balls off? But sweeping his fucking leaves? To not pay me? I'm not saying sorry to him. I'm going to buy some fags.
Come, don't go away. Come. Richie, you don't know the way. Richie.
You don't know the way? Do you know the way?
For the second time in as many days, Richie's anger has got the better of him.
A teenager can't behave like that. Let him walk.
20 years of teaching experience has given Ali insight into dealing with turbulent teens.
I think he's quite troubled. I think I need to help him, to make him cool down, to make him less explosive.
The walk home in the midday sun is giving Richie time to think.
It's just half-day stuff. Walk out of school, house, arguments, relationships, everything. I just walk out of them if I can't be bothered with them.
Two hours later, an exhausted Richie makes it back to Ali's.
Come, Richie.
At home, Richie's left to his own devices, but here, it's different.
I just want to talk in short today, to forget the payment. Main point, we should know how to treat each other. Do you react like that when you are in England?
What, just walk away from things? Yeah.
Shouting, swearing, they're not good. And I know you swore a lot. Before you explode, you should keep yourself calm. All right, Richie?
Yeah.
Janan wants Hannah's help in the kitchen. Hannah does nothing for her mum at home, but in Turkey, female family members all share the cooking, and cousin Seva has also come to lend a hand.
Turn it now and continue to cutting in this way. For this fact, anytime with your mother for cooking,
Never.
never. Kötü, çok kötü. She says bad. So bad.
Oh God.
So dramatic.
She kicked me out of the house because I lost my job, and so she got angry
Why? You lost your job?
because I got drunk.
İçki içti. Hadi la, işte sarhoş olmuş. How much do you drink?
When I go out with my friends,
Trying to find
I
my
go through,
pictures
like,
that I can
2
go off of.
bottles of vodka.
Glass of vodka, you said.
2 bottles, not glasses.
Su, bak. 2 şişe vodka. İçiyormuş arkadaşlarıyla dışarı gittiğinde. İyi ölme.
Oops.
Yaşıyor musun hala?
Are you living still? Are you still living?
Yeah, I'm still living.
Oh my God. Big problem. You see Jana's face. Really very worried about you.
One time we had a fight. I punched my mum in the face and she got a black eye.
How can I say to Canan? Bu annesine vurmuş. Annesi biraz da siyah gözle gezmiş. What happened? What happened?
So I just hit her and then went out because I wanted to go.
No. We cannot get shot to our mothers, to our family, to our elder people. You should apologize to your mother. Our mothers are very valuable for us.
I can't think of something. I need to transcend my feelings.
But then when I come
Another
home, it has a bad
time.
effect.
I'm having trouble.
My mum, the hitting of my mum, that was when I was drunk. Yeah, it's quite bad.
How dare you hit your mom?
Ali and Janan want to show the teens how important family bonds can be. So they're travelling to their house in the remote Taurus mountains to meet Ali's elderly mother and aunt.
This is the best way to show our respect. Don't kiss, but... Okay? Okay. What? Okay. Ver anne. This is Richie and Anna. Okay, good.
It's weird, isn't it? Like chinning someone's hand and then headbutting it. And that's what they do.
Out of my way!
Turkish families are close, so even though they live an hour away, Ali visits his mum and aunt a few times a week.
We often come here because there are 2 old people who needs our care. Would you do the same thing?
I mean, once a month.
Yeah, I wouldn't come up here like 3-4 times a week.
The teens settle in for their overnight stay in the mountains. After the turbulence of the last 2 days, Hannah's surprised at the trust Ali's shown her and Richie.
We're 2 complete strangers. We're in his family because we're known to be naughty. And then he introduces me to his mum. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. He's a brave man.
It's 5 a.m. in the mountains.
Morning, Richie. Morning. Wake up.
Ali's arranged for the teens to spend a day with a local goat herder to experience a different way of life.
5 minutes.
They've been told to wear suitable clothes for a day in the country. But Hannah's outdoor wear is leaving a lot to be desired.
Are you going to party? No.
I wear this every day.
Ne demek every day?
Not just at parties, I wear a skirt every day. This is what I wear.
I don't have to party.
No.
Going to party.
Oh my god!
No,
But no party.
I wear this whatever. I wear this farming if I have to.
She doesn't want to be okay in that skirt.
Oraya partiye gitmiyorsun.
It's longer than my shorts.
Oh, yeah, 5 minutes. Come on.
I don't want to wear that.
God, I'm stuck. I don't even know what to freaking do.
While Ali takes Richie, Erdem, and 19-year-old cousin Doric to the goat herders, Hannah gets her just desserts.
Kitchen and balcony. Okay?
No, I think Shannon's scared of this trip. When she tells me to do something, she looks quite angry.
While Ali and the boys arrive at the goat herders. 28-year-old Kiran supports his family selling the milk and cheese from his herd of 140 goats.
That's a lot of
Every
goats.
morning he takes the goats to be grazed at the top of the mountain.
Be good boys. Bye-bye.
I'm not hungry. I feel ill. These flies are disgusting. I hate goats as well. Let's go, because we are a little bit late already. Alright, let's go then.
My God, I'm so sick and tired of these guys.
Oh my god, I hate goats so much.
Annoying ass villagers.
I'm terrified of goats.
Man, I've never hated a mob so much. They're useful in survival, but then they just completely blow ass when they have to get in your raid in your creative fields.
What? Are you afraid of them? Yeah, I hate goats so much. I'm not doing this today, no way. Nah, not happening. Hey, Richie, where are you going? I'm terrified of goats. I hate them so much. I don't want to be here at all. It's not funny. I think you should at least try it. No, look, you've just seen, they've just walked out and I'm crying. I hate them so much. I'm not going with them goats. I'm not coming. It's not happening. They're not monsters. They scare the shit out of me.
How are you scared of a goat?
With Richie,
Look at this. He's so hard and awesome, but then
being called back.
can't get over a freaking goat.
I'm crying. What? Yeah, as soon as I saw him. I don't even want to talk about goats. I hate them so much. What's the problem with the goats? I just don't like them. Why not? I just don't. Don't? Or just because you don't want to go up? Well, no, I wouldn't cry over fucking goats for nothing. I hate goats
Do not swear.
so much.
Wait. Do not swear first, okay? I organized this for you, right? And for Hannah. And I can't let them down. And they are disappointed at the moment. I know them.
Yeah, and do you know how terrified I am of goats? If you do,
I'm trying to understand you. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think you'll be able to. I hate them so much.
Alright, just... Alright.
This thing's a wuss. This guy is such a
It
wuss.
was just a wasted opportunity for them. They wasted it. If you compare with Turkish teens, they seem to be younger, not 17.
Back at the house, Richie's still upset.
Did something happen bad in the past with the goats?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was on holiday and a goat kept butting me, like, repeatedly when I was really little. Like, and I just don't like them.
Okay, I understand you.
I would go up there, like, for you and for kill them, but I won't, because I don't like goats at all.
I understand you, but I just wanted to show you what the hard life can be.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry I couldn't do it.
The first day you all reacted, I mean, you raised your voice, which I don't like very much. But today, okay, you were unhappy, but at least you didn't raise your voice. All right?
Yeah.
Keep going like that. you want to say? No?
Apart from sorry I didn't go up to the farm. Sorry I'm petrified of ghosts and I had to let you down.
Come on, good boy. Be strong, okay? Yeah, you're already strong. Have a look at me. Look at me, okay? Good boy. Let's go.
Ali's encouragement is giving Richie a new perspective on how father and son relationships can be.
I think his approach is good to like his parenting ways. It's just chilled out and it's like good to be like that because he's like a friend most of the time and then he's a dad when he like has to be.
I prefer approaching the teens more softly because being hard, so hard, just to these kind of teens don't work, you know. They are already disobedient and I must slow them down first of all. Hannah, just can you come here?
Richie the mountain, but refusing to change her clothes meant Hannah didn't make it out the door.
Do you think you broke the rule this morning?
Kind of.
I was disappointed. Some certain clothes must be in some certain places. I mean, you can't. Can you climb up the mountain in skirts? No. Do you go to parties in pajamas?
Yeah.
Do you go to parties naked?
Yes.
Why?
I've actually been to a party naked.
Okay, so I mean, Canan warned you just to change your skirt. You must trust Canan. You must trust your mom in England. Canan just wants you to write a letter and saying, "Oh, I love you, mom. I'm really sorry for the things I did bad up to now." And I'm sure, without saying anything, she will forgive you.
Really?
Honestly, just believe it. Okay? She thinks so.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You will do that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're happy. Things like this family that I like are just like, they explain themselves as to why they're telling me to do stuff. And it kind of makes me think twice, like, why don't me and my mum have that bond where we can, like, talk about stuff?
Large family barbecues are a Turkish tradition. At home, Hannah and Richie never help their parents. But as part of Ali's family, Hannah's helping the women make a typical Turkish dish.
Is that a burger?
Burger, yes.
Yeah.
It's very similar to burger.
I made them.
You made them. We say eline sağlık. You made it very well. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Scoop it off. Okay,
Wait. Honestly, yeah.
No.
David.
For me. Thank you.
Yes, Mom. Wait a minute. Sometimes my mom does the same. Me.
It's been one of the best nights so far, I think. I haven't heard any of them arguing again. Like, this is another night, but they're all just like chilling, and I think one of them's even knitting. My family aren't like these family at all. If I was to have a family, I would kind of want them like this. Like, all together and helping each other, and like the youngers helping the olders. Just like, I don't know, it's really nice.
Çay 10 dakika.
10 dakika.
Very good. His pronunciation is very clear.
The tight-knit family atmosphere seems to be rubbing off on Hannah too.
They are getting better. In this family occasion, in this family gathering, I realized that they look happy.
It's time to leave the mountains. Ali's driving the teens back to Salifke to visit the residents of an old people's home.
Hey, old people.
Old people are long. Do you like old people?
Yes, I like them.
You're crazy.
Smarter than you, wiser than you. Maybe you're just jealous.
Ali wants Hannah and Richie to spend time with people who have no family of their own.
Aww.
We are just here to show our respect. They will see you. That's enough. It makes them happy. It's very nice.
I'm not cleaning them or
Wait a
helping them
minute.
go
You
to the toilet.
don't have to clean, okay? You
I'm
don't
not
have
helping them go to
No,
the
if you
toilet
want.
either.
Wait. No, you're not going to toilet. Wait a minute. Be a good girl, just for me, okay?
Yeah.
It's tea time at the home, and Hannah and Richie get serving.
Pretty grim gash. I can't be bothered with it. I'm leaving these gloves on, so I don't get any.
Are you that scared of like old people?
Richie, she's a little bit tired. Can you help of her to her room? Yeah. You can help.
How?
You can help.
What a wimp. Oh my god.
Zainab is 83 and has no children.
Oh.
She's lived in the home for the last 3 years.
It's good to have someone, I think, yeah? She's crying.
Is she crying at me? Have
Uh,
I done something wrong?
no. Sometimes she cries and melancholic.
Why?
Because I will ask. Yeah, I don't know, okay? Zeynep teyze, niye ağladın merak ediyor. Yanlış bir şey mi yaptım diyor.
Yok, yapmadınız, sağ olun.
Mutlu mu oldun geldiğimize?
Benim gideyim, kimsem yok da onu alan. Sağ olun, Allah razı olsun, sağ olun. Yine gelin.
She hasn't got any family and now melancholic because she's happy we are here. And also, you help her, Hannah, and you helping her.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's well nice.
Yeah, she said, I'm very happy you are here and you are helping out me. She said, I haven't nobody, so that I am all the time crying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sarılabilirim diyor. Yeah, you can, Richie, you can do this.
Oh.
Sağ olun. Allah razı olsun, sağ olun. Allah razı olsun, sağ olun.
She said, thank you.
It's okay. I was like, oh shit, what have I done? Have I like offended her? But no, she was like just happy that me and Hannah came to see her.
Oh.
I don't know, it was quite nice. She's just in here on her own, like with nobody else, and it must be like rubbish.
Richie, what did you feel about old people?
Some old woman cried to me. She was like really happy that I come and saw her, and I give her a hug, and she was really happy. So
Oh, how
I
nice.
feel better about myself. Yeah.
One day everybody will be old. Yeah.
And so I'll come and see you when you're old as well.
Good boy. Good boy. Thank you very much. What about you?
Never coming back.
I'm sure you'll change your mind later.
I feel like he's an absolute dick for bringing me here, because now I feel like a dick. Because I just don't care about old people.
Well, no one's visiting you in a funeral home, I guess. Or a nursing home.
I just want her to feel compassion for the people who have less than her. Come, Hannah.
He's arranged for her to teach English to a poor girl from the country.
They are not a very rich family. She's a girl who works very hard, alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
Here they Adam's cousin, Doric, has brought Hannah to teach her lesson in a small village 20 miles outside Silifke. In Turkey, over a third of all rural families live below the poverty line, and adult literacy rates are low. Ida is 20 years old and lives with her family on their tomato farm.
Hey.
Ida.
Ida.
Evet. With my mother.
Your mum.
Grandmother.
I'm Hannah. Hannah.
Before the lesson begins, Ida shows Hannah around.
She says this is the kitchen.
Where does everyone sleep?
Gösterebilirim size yer
She
yataklarımızı.
says
Yer yatakları bunlar. Bunları yere yapıyoruz. Üzerinde uyuyoruz.
she says they're living and sleeping in that room, all 5 people. These are their beds.
So do they not have a bedroom? No, just the living room.
1 room and 1 kitchen and 1 bathroom, I think.
Is that it?
Yes.
Oh.
That's all.
My God. At home I have my own bedroom and my own bathroom. Hello.
Hello.
Hello means like hi. Yeah.
Hi.
Happy is good.
Good.
Sad, bad.
Bad. Happy, sad.
Yeah.
As well as attending university, Ida helps her mum by working in the fields and doing all the cooking at home. It's a stark contrast to Hannah and her mum.
I didn't fully appreciate everything that she did for me just because back in England I thought that that's what every child got. And being over here makes me realise how fortunate I actually am.
My life is just so much more simple than hers. Hi. Oh, thank you.
There's been no contact between Hannah and her mum since she was kicked out a week ago. So Hannah's decided to follow Janan's advice and write her a letter.
The thing I want to apologise most for is just my general attitude towards her. I know the punching in the face was really not acceptable and the major things I've done, but they wouldn't have happened if I didn't have a bad attitude. I feel like I've taken a first step and that I feel a lot better for it.
It's the teens' last full day in Silifke. After breakfast, Ali delivers a letter he's received for Richie.
Hello, Richie. You know this?
Yes, my dad's writing.
Richie's lived with his dad since he was 11, but they've never spoken about the time Dad walked out on the family when Richie was just 3 years old.
I'm really sorry I was not man enough to stay.
Sorry, my eyes are drying out.
With you both. But I was selfish and hurting, so I ran away. I didn't know how he felt because he's never said anything. It makes me feel like he does actually care for me and love me, and that, even though he doesn't share it all the time.
It's Hannah and Richie's final evening. They rarely cook at home, but the teens want to show the family their thanks by cooking dinner, all by themselves.
It's on fire! Wow. Look at this. Look at this. The table looks wonderful, but everything is more beautiful when it is shared with you. Oh, thanks, Ali.
Very delicious.
Thank you. Did you miss your parties?
I missed 2 parties and a wedding, but it was much better here.
Much better here.
Yeah. Do you want some help?
How nice. Very good. She's a real abla. You know abla, elder sister.
Is that better? So that's a yes.
You're so normal
Thank you.
all the time.
Thanks.
I just don't know why, but I feel like I have a problem with both of these building designs. I just don't like them. That's what they call an explosion. I'm not satisfied with this. I need to find a better way to build. Hmm. Ugh. Even though I hate this, I'm stuck. I don't want to copy designs block by block. I'm just gonna take a break. I don't feel like doing anything. I need time to concentrate.